The dark side of squeeze plays, avoiding the retail trap. Squeeze plays are marketed as the ultimate retail equalizer: low float, high short interest, and a chance to force Wall Street's hand. Sometimes that narrative is real, but far more often, squeeze plays become liquidity traps where retail enthusiasm is the exit strategy. Understanding the dark side of squeezes isn't about avoiding volatility, it's about recognizing who the trade actually benefits and when. 1. The illusion of guaranteed pressure. One of the biggest retail traps is the belief that high short interest automatically leads to a squeeze. In reality, shorts can be well hedged, positioned at higher levels, or paired with derivatives that neutralize forced covering. Borrow availability, cost to borrow, and settlement timing matter more than headline percentages. Many stocks labeled as primed to squeeze have no structural urgency for shorts to exit, yet retail piles in expecting inevitability. 2. Low float cuts both ways. Low float stocks amplify price moves, but they also amplify downside velocity. Once momentum stalls, liquidity disappears instantly. Bid gaps widen, halts cascade, and retail traders discover they're trapped in a market with no real buyers. What looks like strength on the way up often becomes fragility on the way down, especially after social sentiment peaks. 3. The dilution time bomb. A classic squeeze killer is delayed dilution. Companies often stay silent during a run, only to file an ATM, shelf offering, or convertible note after volume spikes. Retail celebrates the breakout, while insiders quietly prepare supply. By the time dilution is visible on the chart, the damage is already done, and the squeeze narrative collapses overnight. 4. Gamma squeezes versus real demand. Options driven runs can create powerful short term moves, but they are frequently mistaken for sustainable squeezes. Once call buying slows or expirations pass, market makers unwind hedges, removing artificial demand. Retail traders chasing infinite gamma often enter after the mechanical support has already peaked. 5. Social virality as an exit signal. The louder a squeeze gets on social media, the closer it often is to exhaustion. Viral threads, recycled screenshots, and exaggerated price targets tend to appear when early entrants are distributing. When everyone agrees the squeeze is just getting started, it usually means risk is highest, not lowest. 6. The asymmetry problem. Retail traders operate on delayed information and emotional timing. Institutions, insiders, and early momentum traders enter quietly and exit into strength. By the time the average trader sees confirmation, the risk reward has already flipped. The trap isn't the squeeze itself, it's entering when upside is capped and downside is unlimited. 7. Why fallen knife squeezes are the most dangerous. Beaten down stocks create the illusion of safety. It's already down 90%. How much worse can it get? In reality, these setups are prime candidates for dead cat bounces that fail violently. Shorts often re enter higher, dilution risk is elevated, and fundamentals provide no floor once momentum fades. 8. Playing squeezes without becoming the exit. Avoiding the retail trap doesn't mean avoiding squeezes. It means treating them as tactical trades, not convictions. That means defining exits before entries, respecting volume and momentum decay, watching filings as closely as charts, and understanding why a move is happening, not just that it's happening. The most consistent traders aren't the ones who catch the biggest squeeze. They're the ones who survive long enough to trade the next one.
Yes, I must add that this is not as simple as that. Defining exits before entries is never really as simple as that, you know. And just as it's indicated here, they are all tactical traits. You must not completely fear or avoid them, you know. But it's never really as simple as defining exits before entries. It's yeah, you could do so, but you have to also realize that you have to be dynamic about that. Your exit may come sooner than you expect. It wasn't really yeah, don't be rigid with your exits. Don't be rigid with the exits. Yeah, it's the whole point is if you have actually made a fractional gain, I think you should consider exiting. Yeah, you should consider exiting amongst other things. So thank you very much for watching this video.